Oh, Audie, did you want me to put that console command up in the...
Yes, put it up for now because I still haven't figured out where in the server I need to put that.
Alright.
And it's easier to just put that in than... Alright, if there's anybody already here, hello, welcome. Give me just a couple minutes while we're getting things going.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Because I don't want to talk about it while you're streaming.
Hey, I will be back in a second. I will try to get a...
Working mouse?
Yeah, there's a smaller one, like way smaller, but I guess the left click works, so... Yeah, hang on.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm back. I guess this one should be working, I hope. Oh my god, it's horrible.
Alright.
Alright. What did I close? That's there. I don't know what I closed. Whatever. Close that. Bring that up there so I can see stream quality. Alright. Everybody watching, hello and welcome. Let's do the evil thing that I was going to test and see if it works. Can I stream within a stream within a stream? It looks like no. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
live streams don't work like that.
Well, I was just trying to see if I could get my live stream to show up on the text on the media screen. So everybody, welcome to the server. I am one of the owners and I am the coder on the server. So just a quick show of the server. This is actually a really awesome server. We've been working really, really hard to make this an awesome experience. This is the ship that's in the server. The ship is part of the map. The other littler ships are not. These are all ships that we've added in. This Venator is actually pretty awesome, and as we stream on the server tonight, I will show you all sorts of fun little things. Other than that, let's start off by showing you where anybody who gets on the server will start. Is it this one or the other one? It's the other one. So, as you can see through the walls, this is the room where everybody starts. This is the training room where everybody starts off their training with faces, shows what battalions there are, shows the server rules, shows the ranks you can get. It's a pretty awesome place. If anybody's interested in joining, I have a plethora of trainers who are... Somebody shot the wall. here is one of our trainers right here. This is Scuff. He is actually one of our veteran players. I met Scuff when I started out coding for a server called Phantasmic Gaming, which no longer exists. Somebody else was here, but apparently they left. So yeah, for anybody who is watching who has Gary's mod, if you do !server in the stream chat, it will give you the server's IP address. If you do I think it's exclamation collection. Let me test. Maybe not. Did Moobot join the chat?
It's not working.
That's why, because Moobot wasn't in the chat. There it is. That is the link to the Steam collection where most of the files for the server are. And I believe it's... I just set these up. Yep, there we go. And that is the website for our message board where everything we are going to be doing runs. The website is going to be where you can learn about the characters. You can... Oh, there's one of our non-existents. Yeah. So feel free to come and join, anybody who's watching. We will be doing some giveaways tonight. We will be doing some... We're hoping to get enough people on tonight to do some events. We have a lot we are excited for. Tonight we are considering this our grand opening. We've been open for a few days, but we haven't really been announcing it. We haven't really been talking about it. Tonight we are officially announcing the server is open, the server is live. We have tons upon tons upon tons of jobs in this server. If you are interested in becoming a member of a battalion, there are plenty of battalions you can join. If you are interested in leading one of these battalions, we do have some rules about leading battalions. You can find that information on the front page of our website, mrgrp.engine.com.
What time do I have for this?
8:15, half an hour.
Yeah.
So, these are the barracks. We have different barracks. MRG is Mandalorian Republic Gaming. They are a Discord group that is...
Who the hell are you talking to?
Ostian, who's in the server. I don't know if he's actually watching the stream, but...
I think I'm the only one.
It shows I have 4 people watching.
Yeah, Potato Worker, Trainiac, which is whatever,
Trainiac is Scuff.
Yeah, my kid, so...
Austin, if you're in the chat, just say something in the server of who you are, just so I know you can hear me. I'm trying to figure out who's who, what's what. God, Scuff, every time I look at that... Okay, so apparently he is listening. Every time I look at the standard armor, I just can't help but say... I mean, the CGI armor always looks sharp.
Joshua, I'm going to buy a skirt.
Okay.
I miss my old armor.
I can find it.
Do you know how many servers use that armor? There's not too many servers that use the CGI stuff.
I miss my old armor.
Oh, your blue armor. Well, how many people we got? 2, 4, 6. Technically speaking, there's enough staff and enough people online. If you can convince everybody, we could technically do a tryout tonight. I got a follow. Aox! Aox is here. Aox is here and following. Everybody, send some love to Aox in the chat. Aox is the main owner of this server. Aox is the guy who is paying for this server to be up. He paid for the waitlist that we had. I believe so. I have no idea.
Aox, I will show you my boobies. Yay!
Aox is the guy who made all of this possible. I don't know if you can say that on Twitch, so I don't know how much of that people heard, but...
Oh. I can only rip Oddy's channel.
Yeah, rip Oddytwin Gaming on Twitch.
2018 to 2018.
Excuse me, my channel has been open since before 2018. I started streaming in 20. Holy shit! I started streaming in 2011.
When my sister were born.
Josh.
What? 9 years. Yep. Sounds about right. So, let's go up a couple decks. Show off some of the cool parts. Yes, this ship has functioning elevators, and there are buttons to fix them when they break. That was one thing about the old ship that was absolutely miserable. If the elevators broke, we had to restart the entire server to make them work. That was such a pain in the ass. So we have, in here, we have our briefing room. It's not really much to look at. It's a whole lot of chairs.
I'll show you the chair.
Chairs and tables.
We have our side hangar. I'll show you the side hangar first because the side hangar isn't as much to look at. So, control room, not much to look at. Buttons, consoles, things like that. We got the main button here, which opens the door there, which, as you can see, leads into this main hangar. It's a fairly large space. I will, Aox, give me a bit. Jesus, don't get ahead of me. So if I press this button, the door opens. If I press it again, the door closes. Yada, yada, yada. Aox is taking away all the mystique of this. So, over here we have the entryway to the main hangar, which is a fucking huge-ass hallway. This is the mess hall, which you can't see it from here. There's a whole bunch of tables down there. We also have a gigantic text screen, media screen, which is a YouTube functional media screen. Coming down the hallway to the control room for the main hangar. You know, again, another one of those rooms. Not much here, just buttons. This is our main hangar here. Every ship here in the main hangar is a flyable vessel. And the lats are actually also customizable. We'll get into that later. Editors or server owners note the 2 fire sprays that are in here. As I said, the group we're associated with is called Mandalorian Republic Gaming. Mandalorian Republic has graciously allowed us to use their name and advertise on their primary chat channel in Discord. Because of that, the 2 owners of the group were given custom jobs on the server, and I decided to go a little further beyond. So we have Mandalorian Commander Wolf's fire spray because there's nobody who has a model for the Clone Wars era Mandalorian ship. And we have Mandalorian Mercenary Serenity's ship, if he ever actually gets on. We have the ETA-2s. Yes, they are actually flyable ETA-2s. They're pretty nice looking ships. And we even have Yoda's ETA-2, which that's a hard little bastard of a model to find. I will tell you that right now. Other than that, the upper deck on this actually opens. We do have an opening hangar, and that actually opens to a secondary small hangar here. It's actually pretty cool. Going up, we have the shock control room with Paz. Did you break the camera?
No! It just
Okay.
sometimes breaks, I swear to God.
I think there's a button to reset it up somewhere.
No, I'm not worried about it. That's actually a camera, guys. You can actually see parts of the ship. And
Is it
see...
just black right now?
Yeah, right now it's just a black screen.
Yeah,
It's
that
actually pretty
happens.
cool. We have the shock armory, which Pazzer has taken the time to actually decorate. Yes, the stream officially marks the grand opening of the server.
I don't think he heard you.
He did.
Oh,
He's watching the
he's
stream.
watching.
He called himself retarded earlier.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's Pazzer, our shock commander. As you were.
Where the fuck are you?
But he's everywhere.
Comms?
Do you want to?
Shut
Hey,
the
honey. Do you want to? Or hey, Paz.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring my lovely wife to the bridge? Because that's the next place I'm going.
Cameras are actually working for me, by the way, obviously.
Okay. I don't know why
Just
it's not
client-
working for me. And it's
Client
working for
broken.
you. Yeah.
I'm in the
So-
engine room, I think.
So the place you're not supposed to.
Shooting range.
Okay, so here is our commander's briefing room. Pretty nice looking room. Next room is, actually this is part of the thing Aox wanted me to show. So the cool thing about this map is we actually have functioning hyperspace. And what I mean by that is, come on, there we go. We're not going to go to Endor because Endor is a long fucking way away and it'll take forever. But we'll go to Mustafar. Mustafar is not quite so far away. Alright, so we put the white thing around it and then we get off that chair and come this way. And if we press the button right here, everybody hang on.
This is his
We
room.
jump to hyperspace.
Follow me.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is only the skybox that does this. It's not the map itself. So can't have everything, but it's still pretty fucking awesome.
My
I do have
bad.
a ship that jumps to hyperspace. So, another cool thing that we have. Yes, it is fucking awesome. It is absolutely fucking awesome. The other thing we have, and I'm just going to run over the table because I don't want to have to run fucking around shit. Back here are actually... Hi, pretty lady. Speaking of which, I actually have potentially 2 possible new models depending on which one you want. We have rooms back here. That's Aox's room. I'm not going to show off his room because it's his space. And then my room, we build them ourselves.
I already did, so what he's gonna do about it?
So, on the other bridge, this is the, I think, what did you call it, Paz?
Tactical response.
Yes, the Tactical Response Bridge. So we have a couple of cool things. First of all, we've built this bridge to have a whole bunch of awesome stuff on it. But this is the
I
thing,
got lost again.
this is the thing that people will really enjoy. That's right. We have functioning cannons. And they actually, when I say functioning cannons, I don't just mean they shoot. They actually do damage. If you fly a ship into one of those laser bolts, the ship fucking blows up.
You want me to fly a ship into
No,
it?
it's alright. I'm just walking around. I think Pazer's quarters are down the hall there. I'm not going to go look at his quarters, because why? Yeah, I remember Austin. I remember what it
Somebody tell me where the fuck I am?
I think she's still on one of the bridges, so I'm going to the
Yeah, we need to show Alice around this map.
I'm
before
going to
we
the
go.
5th floor, so
Alright.
so the final floor that I'm going to show off. Ooh, we just arrived. This is good timing too. So the final floor I'm going to show off is
Behind you.
actually the Jedi's chambers. This is the Jedi Council chambers. There are not many people who are allowed in here.
You're gonna die.
Apparently, no one is allowed.
We have done no building in this room. This
back
is
here.
how the room came pre-configured. It's actually pretty sweet.
Can I kill my own son?
No.
And there it is, Mustafar. Hashtag
Fucking
Jedi are
fun.
fucking awesome. Yes, they are. So yeah, we have a
One more thing.
magnificent map. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. We have this huge engine room. Originally, this entire map was made. Both sides had hangars. Both sides had everything. Unfortunately, the map was so large, it wouldn't work. So he took the map maker took out a whole bunch of sections of it. But we still have, if you've seen the Clone Wars show, you'll recognize this area. However, we also have a secondary core area. What?
Did you show him the medbay Audi?
No, I haven't yet. Hello to everybody watching. Please, if you're watching, say hi in the chat so I can acknowledge you. But yeah, there's
Taz broke the door.
of course he did.
was
There
logged
is
the
our
shot.
wonderful
Logged
core.
down. Relax.
Can't move. What the fuck?
Why did you? Okay, it got unlocked. Hit
Yeah.
E.
I know. It's just. God, I hate this shit.
We need to show her a lap round before we get
Yeah.
into anything.
So here's the med bay. Some of this we built, some of this was pre-built. The back of tanks actually work. If you walk up to one and press E, you go inside of them. Although having a gun sticking out of the back of the tank is a little bit weird. There you go. And while you're in them, you actually do heal. So,
Hi, Aston.
we have 2 of those rooms. Yes. Yep, I already mentioned that. You just realize there's about a 5 to 10 second delay on the stream, so... Yep, we also have it, there's armor on the ground in there, so you can get armor. We have this room, which we built from the ground up. There was nothing in here when we started with the server, and now it's this. It's actually pretty sweet. And we actually have a couple of quarantine rooms here. They're actually pretty wild. So if he goes in there, and I shut that door, he can't come out. Now this, you can actually pass stuff through this. But unless I press that button, he can't get out of there. So it's, I mean... Nice try, Scuff.
I
You
just
know.
wanted to open and close it.
So, the other area which we walked past, I showed you guys the shock armory and their one room, but the one area I didn't show, one area I'm hoping doesn't get a lot of use, but has a lot of potential to get a lot of use, is we actually have a functioning brig. That's right, we have a functioning brig. So, if I press E, and press E again, he's stuck in there. So, and Paz locked us in here. Alright, take it easy, Scuff.
Ah, screw you. Take it easy, Warren.
Paz.
Did you just kill my...
I'm sorry.
No, he put him in lockdown in one of the hallways.
I don't know where
After-
the fuck am I?
We're supposed to be in this area.
So
Did you
for
also
anybody
show
who's
one?
watching who has Gary's mod, please feel free to join the
This
server. There will be, hopefully there will be events tonight. I'm really hoping so. If we get it, I'd like to get a few more people on to get events going, just because we definitely are going to need teams to run missions if we do it. Can we not there? We do have some giveaways going for anybody who is not on the server, and actually even some of the people who are on the server. We are giving away the job for Kit Fisto tonight, the Jedi General.
Jedi who always smiles.
Kit Fisto is a magnificent Jedi. Thanks to me being staff, I can actually show him to you guys. And I am unable to master Kit Fit. What the balls?
How do I go back to your room?
Okay, I will figure out how to fix that.
Meet out.
Welcome to Coding in a Nutshell.
How do I go back to your room?
Okay, down that hallway. Scuff, can you take her to my quarters?
Like,
So, other than that, hi, quiet. That is quiet.
Walk
Quiet.
into the-
Unhide yourself for a minute. So, if you are on the server and you see this,
I
you
did.
fucked up.
walk to the back of the wall.
Yes.
Because our server is Mandalorian Republic Gaming, we figured it was only fitting that our staff jobs be Mandalorian armor. So,
Now I gotta get out of here.
Okay, I am going to pick up your...
yes. So, if you see this, you fucked up. If you fucked up, don't run away. It's only going to make it worse. Other than that, the other giveaways we have tonight, it is not in the server yet. We have the Commando Gregor job. Yes, Gregor, the commando who went missing
Crazy.
and was returned to the war. We are putting him in here soon.
Fair enough.
So, his job is up for donation. Let's see. Gregor is a
Why are you
$20 value
dancing,
on the
Paz?
server. Kit Fisto is a $30 value on the server. The third giveaway of tonight is a custom character, custom job. That means custom armor, custom weapons. You write a backstory, and it does not. You don't have to write a clone. You can have a Mandalorian. You can have an alien as long as our models for the aliens work. Some of the models can be a little goofy. I'm going to tell you that right now. We will try to work around it. There are going to be some rules to it. And whoever wins it, we will discuss what the rules for that custom character are going to be. That custom character is a $20 value. So that's right. Tonight we are giving away $70 in prize.
Why are you dancing? You should really rethink your head admin.
It's fucked up.
So, anyways, for anybody who's watching, welcome. Hello. This is the Mandalorian Republic Gaming Star Wars Clone Wars roleplay server. Feel free to join us. Exclamation server in the chat for the IP, exclamation collection for the Steam collection, and exclamation website for the website and donation store. Half an hour in. So far, nothing's happened.
Nope.
I think it's time to make something happen. Alright.
Of course, you're gonna start a fucking event when I need to leave.
It'll probably still be going on when you get back. You're only going to be gone for what? 10 minutes? 15 tops?
Have you met your expected?
So, troopers. Troopers.
Go ahead.
Why are we standing around here
Because we wanted to look pretty.
and not quiet? This is about the time you go poof.
I go what?
Poof.
Go poop.
Oh, I
Vanish.
heard poop. I heard
Go
poop.
poop.
I mean,
Back to
close
patrol.
but not quite. Hello, Gollum Morgan. I may be saying that wrong. Gollum Morgan. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I don't know.
I don't know. That's probably. This is why I has another. Alright, I'll be back.
Alright, love you.
Okay, cool. Wish me luck.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Because if not, she's gonna walk.
Alright, so while I'm getting ready to set up for things, I'm going to mute myself in Discord, guys.
Ouch.
So while I'm getting things set up, actually, I'm just going to mute my mic.
Hey, Voring.
Yeah, quiet.
Did you show the cannons?
The what?
You showed
Cannons.
everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did a full walkthrough of the ship, and I'm hoping that'll get people in the door. Alright, where was I? Oh,
Okay.
yes. So, being that I am one of the admins on the server, I actually get to run events. Oh yeah, we actually have a Corellian Corvette stashed in the hold of our ship right now.
If only there was some voice in my head who told me where I should patrol. Oh.
All right.
barely landed.
Let's see. Let's find a good model for a VIP. I think I have. Oh, wait a second. Where is my? That's the mercenaries. Where is my inspectors? So I want to apologize in advance if it sounds like I am yawning a lot. I
Is
have.
that his ship or is
Joshua?
that just a ship outside of the hangar?
Yes, dear.
Joshua,
I think it might be just
hey,
a ship
Passer.
thing.
What's up?
Yeah, what do you need, hon?
Check your personal messages on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Bye.
a ship out of the hangar base.
Make the Laren model. Do I have that one?
I would put it back in, but I'm not Jedi.
Fair enough. I'll just
Oh yeah, I do have that one because we were going to
push
use
it
it as
if
the.
you catch my drift.
Okay, I know I have it. Where? At some point, hopefully, we'll get this model working in such a way that you guys can actually see the trolliness of that model. We're going to use that for some fun stuff. Where is my... Come on, where's my model?
Those pistols working for you?
Yeah, so everyone, if you want to do this, type in console that command. That didn't work. That gets rid of the shell casings that come out of your rifle. So just open console and type that in.
I'm gonna go to the first floor.
Oh, I'll use these. Alright, let's make sure that that model is working correctly and not doing... Ah, shit. Okay. Yes, it is working correctly. Cool. Alright. Probably will if I put away. Alright.
VIP coming aboard. Yep.
Oop, I went too far.
And we lost us again.
He crashed. I'll be back.
Well, that's a bad way to start. Can you hear me quiet?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So, what do you want me to do? I have some droids ready on the
Take your pick.
duplicator.
Take your pick.
My pick. Okay,
I'll be right back.
Alright.
I'm starting the roleplay itself. You're not a commander, are you?
Well, sir,
You're late.
I wasn't given proper information on where you'd be landing.
Where did you think I would be landing?
Main hangar, side hangar.
Resources are precious and few, and you think I would waste a shuttle coming up here when there's a perfectly good Corvette that was already coming here with supplies?
Fair enough, sir, my bad.
Let's go to the hangar. Start this inspection.
Yes, sir. Go, lead the way.
Oh, I'm gonna make them very unhappy. There's this making noise. So, Trooper, have you been stationed here long? I asked you a question, Trooper.
Good day, sir.
A few days? Well, I give you credit. You're very good. So you've been stationed on a Venator before, huh?
Have been.
What do you think of the crew so far?
Sir?
Does the crew on board seem competent? Your silence is reassuring. Sorry, just had some questions for the sergeant here.
Fair enough.
He doesn't stop to check where the people who are supposed to be following him are very often, does he? Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Oddytwin group. You're learning. Good. So how often are engineers checking the fuel status and the weapon status of all these lads?
I wouldn't know that. You'd have to consult with our marshal commander.
And he is where?
That would be actually a great question.
Alright, well, continue on. I'm assuming the Mandalorian VIPs are being well treated?
Of course. They do sponsor this vessel.
They don't sponsor the vessel, they sponsor our access to their system and their trade routes.
Yeah, well... As you can see, all of our fighters are well secured to the deck. All in place.
So far, so good. Now, do the Jedi take care of the maintenance of their own craft, or do they request the engineers to do that as well?
Again, that was something you'd have to ask an engineer or a Jedi.
Fair enough. Oops. There. Yeah, I want people to understand that you are not
Does
above
everything
being.
fit your standards, sir?
So far, it appears to. Shall we move on? Hangars on these ships are too damn big. Bulkhead seems to be in good shape. Good. Good seal. So if the field below fails, then
This is the mess hall where all the soldiers get their grub. Fed soldier's a happy soldier's an obedient soldier.
isn't that the truth? Thank you, Morgan. We appreciate it. We're trying to build a server that's not just combat roleplay. We want a mixture of everything. Trooper. Interesting, you encountered the Zenobia. I thought that was destroyed in Christosis. Maybe you should go and check that out if you're the ranking officer on board currently.
Yeah,
The sergeant here can stay with me.
Alright, you guys keep him company. I'll be right back.
Does that happen very often?
First time.
Interesting.
That's my now, sir.
By the way, to everybody watching, this will be going up in sections on YouTube later, so feel free to go and subscribe to the channel. If you start watching but you have to leave halfway through, feel free to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and you can feel free to catch up on wherever you left off later. Austin's coming back. That's a droid.
Stop behind the thing, man. Commander droid, sir.
Clearly.
Screw
Well, at
this
least the
civilized
core is
weapon
secure.
shit. One droid down. Watch behind you, trooper. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. Move up.
Sir, yes, sir.
Break into teams. Move up slow.
Bye. Right behind you, sir.
Retreat. Retreat out. Retreat out.
Sir, yes, sir.
Come on, troopers. It's been too long since I've been on one of these old birds. Report, troopers. How you holding up?
Fine, sir.
Good ammo, sir. And I'm okay for now. I just got scuffed up a little bit. Sir, just some ammo here. Okay, we got your ammo.
Trooper. Take Sergeant Speed. Yeah, go check the core.
Serious?
You alright, Trooper? Take a moment to rest up if you need to. Yeah, we'll probably be doing a tryout for actually Scuff right here in the near future. He's actually trying out for commander of the 501st. I'm going to take a moment, recuperate. When they get here, just bring them into treatment 1. Gotta say, that's
Help and ammo if you need it, boys.
pretty good. It's pretty cool looking.
Or help and armor.
Alright, everybody front and center. Commander Pazzer, Speed, and Austin, take the tactical bridge.
Yeah.
Can't belay that. Captain
Yeah.
Pazzer and Austin, take the tactical bridge. Sergeant Scuff, well, which one of you two wants to go to the training room? Go. Sergeant Scuff, you and I will check the command bridge. on alert. Cover me. Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah.
yes or no?
Yeah, just hang on.
Hurry
Let's
up.
get to the lower levels.
Hurry up. I'm not taking it on myself. Thank you.
No. For 501st, Captain Rex is not technically going to be the primary commander. We're putting it so that there is a commander. We're putting it so that there is a commander. We're playing with lore a little bit. Because technically speaking, it was not normal for there not to be a commander. Report.
All clear, sir.
The ship's been invaded by droids. We don't know how many.
Awesome, so I can shoot people. Doesn't work. Woohoo!
More in the Omega.
Reloading.
OCC what? No, it's not OCC.
What are you trying to do?
Clear. Hold fire.
Status report, troopers.
I mean, you know about as much as we do, sir.
I mean, injuries. Anybody hurt? Austin, you're looking a little worse for wear.
Okay.
All right, don't go alone. Commander, why don't you go with him?
Roger, Dodger.
Let's keep going. Check corners. let's move up to the upper hangar. Clear.
Nice.
I found Paz
Stay with him
and Austin.
then. Yeah, Austin.
Mom. He died.
Clear right.
I am confused as fuck, but I'm okay.
All right. Double time. There's nothing wrong with being into Star Wars lore. You just have to be okay with bending the lore a little bit on occasion. We can't perfectly follow Star Wars lore, so you know there are places where we're gonna bend it. Besides, 501st wasn't always just with Anakin, as much as they were kind of the battalion that mainly followed Anakin.
Can you do me a favor? You TP me where the fuck for? Because I am freaking lost in this map. Where is Dora when you need her?
I will take you later on. I will take you on a tour of the server.
Thank you.
Did you see chat? Look at chat.
With 8. Killer Primetime, you're Luke. Is it me?
Give me just a second. There's a Discord link for you, Morgan. Trooper?
Huh?
Commander? Trooper? Well, normally, I would say that droids being on board your ship would cause an immediate failure of the inspection. However, watching you valiantly fight the droids and saving me well, I don't think I can give you a fail for that.
Thank you, sir. I guess.
Miss, I might suggest putting away your weapon for the time being.
What? Oh no.
Thank you.
It'll walk so.
Well, would any of you like to escort me back to my ship?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I don't know about these guys, but it's kind of my job. So, you know.
Yes.
Never.
No.
I will talk. We'll discuss that after the RP.
Can we just not discuss that in Avon, sir?
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing.
I'm like.
I give you credit. You all took up formation almost right away.
It's almost like we're trained or something, sir.
Morgan, give me just a moment and I'll show you the shock skins. Something doesn't feel right.
Put your blaster down. Relax. Y'all are paranoid. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Austin. There's nothing to shoot at. Don't lift up your blaster.
Alright, I guess before I go, we're going to the main core. Hello, Savage. Welcome to Oddytwin Gaming. You caught us right in the middle of a roleplay. So, if I seem to be ignoring you, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's that my focus is on that.
Your wife is watching the stream, so she will tell you.
Well, we do encourage all of our characters to have personality. We don't want just plain Jane, soulless CTs.
See, you have to teach me how to watch, like, the... Never mind. Mine doesn't...
Watch your step, sir. Wouldn't want you falling in the,
You think I haven't
Hit
been
of
through
death.
these reactors before, boy?
I'm just saying.
And you said we had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I meant on the first floor, okay?
Don't destroy it. Commando droid.
Don't destroy it. What do you want me to do? Put it in cuffs?
You could try. Commando droid, I give you this moment to stand down.
Why are we telling a droid to stand down?
Where'd it go?
I don't know, but I'm worried.
Whoopsies!
What the hell did just happen?
Quiet accidentally no clipped.
Okay.
Hold on.
Admin powers accidental triggering.
Alright, hold on. There we go.
Well, boys, if we capture a droid, we can plug its power core, we can plug its memory core into our system. With that, we can figure out where a droid base is. Active memory core has more information than an inactive memory core. Droid, if you continue the struggle, we will rip your head off.
Let's just blindfold them.
Ah, shit, I need 6 more tokens, babe. Let's go play.
Nice and blind. Well, I'm pretty sure Commander Droids have other sensors. Let's not send him, just in case he has something to say.
So I'll give you the chance now, droid. You can either give the information willingly, or we can plug your brain into our ship and take it.
So I need your opinion.
You're no clipping
Good
again.
luck.
What did you
I
want?
won't say any word. Good luck on that.
Okay, so what do you think about this? And what do you think about that?
You know, I just love droids because they make everything the hard way.
You mean the fun way?
Babe, you got 10 people watching. You should say hi.
Hello to everybody watching.
Well, my
Stop it, droid.
Yeah, which one you like better? A or B? B or A?
Back away, some boys. I don't. Sometimes these droids have a habit of swinging.
Oh, what?
So, tell me, are you guys afraid of dying?
Not in a million years. For the Republic.
Actually, I'm.
So, if
Oh,
for
that's
humans
loud.
there is a hell, I hope to see you burning there.
Way too loud. Okay, there we go. Okay, you were saying?
What are you thinking of, droid?
Self-destruct. Ah, rip.
No!
Yeah.
Well, at least he can't fail us now, boys. Actually, wait. Inspector
yours
dying
is
on
a
a ship might be a fail.
Give him to the medical base, that.
I mean, we could, like, put on his armor and call into the people and be like, hey, this ship's...
Same, sir.
But if we just kind of put him on for, like, 5 seconds and we're just like, everything's clear, sir. I'm gonna stay on the ship for the rest of my life, you know, and no one will ever know he died.
What?
Just put on his armor and make the call.
Sir. What the heck is going through your mind? You just acting, sir?
I'm trying to save our asses, okay? We just had a fucking inspector explode on our ship. We're gonna get shut down. She's gonna come in here and shut it down.
No offense, sir, but it sounds like you're talking treason.
Oh, great. Are you fucking kidding me?
The opposite truth.
Alright, everybody, so this is my actual character. So this is the lead guy.
Thank the Lord, because I wasn't going against a fucking Saya. I have to put 3 control words on the 4 on the next 2 games that we play. Aww,
You know what?
I'm not talking treason.
We're talking treason.
You're the one that wanted to cover up his body.
You're the one that wanted to cover up his death.
No, not what the hell? No, sir. That was never me. That was you.
Yeah.
Hey, just me and you now. I just wanna say I'm so fucking embarrassed.
You're alright. Paz is on his way here, though.
Can I come in, sir?
Certainly, although usually one would request you knock before you open the door, but I'll let it slide this time. So, you said the inspector was killed by a droid?
So then you like that one more?
Technically, yeah.
Did
We
what
had
kill him
a
involve a droid?
yes.
Okay, you want to explain what happened?
You like the
We had a droid incursion on the ship. They attacked the engine room and the first floor. We cleared them out. He was on his way home after telling us that we would have failed had we not defended his life. Then the reactor core started doing something. There was a commando droid in there. We successfully captured it and plugged it into our ship, and it self-destructed on the inspector.
going to get drunk.
Sounds like a pretty standard failure of ability of a inspector to remember that commando droids have self-destruct modules. This is why you shouldn't send a inspector into a war zone.
So the fact that the inspector died isn't gonna affect the ship.
Do you
I would
honestly
imagine that'd be a
think they
pretty
would
big-
pull a
You take
ship
this
off the
one and I
line?
send it
We
to
need
you.
all the bodies and all the ships we have.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough.
Report to the troopers. Tell them to get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed. So with that moment, that ends the role play. Yes, I actually have a custom model for my character. Oh, Warren doesn't care. Of course, Warren doesn't care about inspectors. He's here to tell us what we fucked up. Do you think he gives a shit? Here, I'll show you guys my custom model real quick. This is my custom model. If you notice, the paint job is kind of familiar. And before it's said, we have a forum where for everybody we have characters written. It's not a requirement to write a character, but it's highly recommended because it adds more depth to your characters. In the case of the clones, if any of you have watched the Clone Wars series, Yoda himself has said every clone has their own soul, their own personality, their own story. So, taking that into account, we give everybody the point of write your clone his own story. So, for example, this is Marshal Voren. He served during the Battle of Geonosis. During the Battle of Geonosis, he was a squad leader who led a push with his squad. When they found his squad, he and one other clone remained. And Marshal Voren was found, his armor coated in the blood of his brothers who fought alongside of him. And I mean, I could go into much more detail about what his story was. If anybody asks, I know everybody else wears Phase 2 armor compared to my Phase 1 armor. Again, in his storyline, there was an explanation as to why Voren will not wear the Phase 2 armor. Other than that, gonna take a little bit of a break from role-playing for a bit just to take care of some little things on the server. For those of you guys who have Gary's mod, exclamation collection in the chat will get you the Steam collection for all of our server. Exclamation server will get you the IP address so you can join the server. I'm going to take a quick moment to handle a couple things because I have to talk to a couple people about a couple things. I am going to mute my mic in OBS just so I can have this conversation privately. So sound is going to go dead for a couple minutes, but this is a discussion I need to have. Marco or Savage, I don't know what you want me to call you. Feel free, join the server. If you have Gary's mod, like I said, collection, exclamation collection. Actually, here, I'll just really quick. I'll do it right now. Go and subscribe to everything in that collection because there are so many things in this server that if you don't have the collection, you're not going to be able to see. My armor is in that collection. All the troopers who you've seen, that armor is in the collection. All of the ships are in the collection. Without the collection, there is so much you will not be able to do. It is imperative that you have the collection. Once you have the collection, just connect to... Come on, Moobot. Okay, apparently Moobot doesn't want to cooperate. Well, there's the server name right there. MRG, SWRP, Clone Wars, Free Commanders, and Jedi. Grand opening giveaways. Like I said, guys, there's giveaways tonight. Once we start doing missions, once we start doing events, we will be doing giveaways. So, you know, if you have Gary's mod and you want to join, please join the server. Please join the server. To give you a rough idea on how much work I've put in, the server has actually been up for about 3 weeks, but we haven't launched until today because we've been spending time making certain that everything is right. In 3 weeks, I have put about 35 to 40 hours.
You have to ignore your wife because of it.
Yeah, there you go. That's my wife in the background. I have spent 3 weeks barely giving my wife attention because I've been so focused on wanting to make this server the best it can be. Please, come give us some love. Come hang out. Come check out the server. There is so much here, and we want to make stories. We want to make this server something great. So, with that, I will be back in just a moment. Like I said, I am still going to be at my computer. I am still going to be moving around. The sound is just going to go dead for a couple minutes because I have a few people that I need to talk to. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I am back. So for anybody new who is here, hello, welcome. I am Oddytwin, or on the server currently, I am Voren. I am the marshal. Really? Really?
Does someone need to be shot?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Does somebody need to be shot?
No, but that just made for an awkward moment. Anyway.
Oh my god.
So.
And to top it all off, I am fucking late.
So for everybody who's here, if you haven't already, make sure, if you're coming to join, make sure to go and get that collection first. That collection is imperative to make the server work properly.
We forfeit.
For those wondering, Alice is in the background playing League of Legends. Jesus, this is the most people I have ever had watching my stream at the same time. I can't deny that. This is awesome.
How many people?
I currently, according to Twitch, I currently have 13 people watching.
Holy.
Oh, wow.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
If only all those people who weren't already on the server and watching were to join the server.
I'm just gonna wait until the 20th.
Well,
because
one of the guys has already said he's gonna go to and add the collection and then potentially join the server.
Dude, nice.
So, you know. And Morgan, the guy who I was talking to while the event was going on, he has said that once he gets his computer fixed, he's going to join the server. So,
dude, nice. New people.
I will do tryouts for 41st in a while. If I'm honest, technically Scuff gets first tryout because he asked me pretty much the day he started playing. Speaking of which, Scuff, I'm going to give you 10 minutes to scrounge up at minimum 4 other troopers to do a tryout and meet me in the sim room.
Help!
Speed, I don't know yet. I'm going to take it a step at a time.
This right here, and it's talking crap. When he's 12 CS down of this ed, and he has died 2 times. Okay. Fuck you, asshole. Go fuck yourself.
That's the wrong way. Yes, I've been working on this map for weeks upon weeks upon weeks, and I still get lost in this map. That's how big it is.
Yeah, you should call
Kinda
Laura
gotten
the
used to it.
Explorer so that way she can give you a fucking map.
Fuck, I'm lost.
Hey, Audie, I think Wolf wants your stream link.
Walk. You're a truck. Where is everyone, by the way?
Wow, I didn't crash
We
out.
are preparing to do a tryout for 501st CO with Scuff.
Simran?
Yep.
I don't want to be the CEO of it this time, but I will want to try out.
Well, that will be up to whoever becomes the CO of 501st. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you guys are setting up for running the,
Go ahead.
I'm assuming you guys are setting up to run the tryout.
I don't know what Pezzo is doing, honestly. I'm just
Okay.
following his leads, you know.
Okay, so here's what I need you guys to do. If you guys can set yourselves to game masters for the time being, I need you guys to prepare the sim room. I need some cover points. I need some form of structure. and I need some way for.
Hold on. Okay. We're jumping.
Oh my god. Okay,
Hold on.
I'm just trying to figure out what Paz is trying to do.
He's my slave. Hold on.
We we have something to do at the moment, you know.
I have a slave.
We have work to do, man.
Oh.
So.
Thank you.
All right, I need you guys both to go game master, and we need droids.
How's on duty?
You can do, in this case, because you're going game master, you're not going staff. Do game master quiet and game master Paz, or game master Pazzer.
Game master Pazzer.
Okay, so let me take care of the droids. No target yourself, don't forget about that.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Tell me when you are done.
I'm done. You got it.
Okay.
Hey Paz.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull you off game mastering because they need one more.
Okay. Does it make sense to have the shock commander in a tryout?
No, because in this case we'll just have you act as like their medic or something like that. But he needs to have himself and 4 others. And right now he has himself and 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So for anybody watching, you know, we're setting up a tryout. They do not know what is coming with this. They do not know what will be happening in this. They don't know what I'm going to be looking out for. Savage, honestly, it doesn't much matter what kind of operating system your laptop has. It really depends on how much memory it has, and it depends on how much.
Hey, I used to play League of Legends on my laptop.
Yeah, Alice, my wife, used to play League of Legends on a dual-core laptop with 4 gigs of memory in it. So, Gary's Mod actually isn't that difficult of a game to run. The server's a little harsher on your computer because there's a lot there, but Scuff.
Yes, sir.
Anybody who's reporting here to assist you with your tryout needs to be lined up on the wall over here in the corner next to the briefing room door, okay?
I'm not ready. So.
That's fine. I have a bit of have a bit of exposition to go through before, so you got time.
Okay, where's the entrance? Can you tell me?
It's gonna be. You see the door that's opening right now?
Okay. Okay.
That's where they're coming in.
So, okay, I'm going to set up some things up here too.
Alright, Scuff, just for the sake of your tryout, I'm going to have Pazzer take medic roll for the time being because you're obviously going to need a medic. Think you can do that, Paz?
Sure.
And Paz, if you can head over to Comp 2 for the tryout so you can communicate with them.
Alright, do you want me just to be just spawn myself the medic pack?
I mean, mean, if you want to spawn yourself just the medic pack, that's fine. If you want to actually do the...
Or do you want me to switch to...
I would prefer
Shock clone.
going to the clone medic job or the shock clone medic job.
Fair enough. It's easier.
Yeah. So you should have all the necessary equipment.
Yep.
Alright. So to everybody watching who is currently a part of this tryout, I would like you to please mute the stream. You can leave the stream running in the background, but I cannot have you listening to anything that is said during the event.
Really?
Yeah.
Even me?
Even you. Currently, you're participating as a member of his team. So.
I don't even want to do this.
Well, he has to have a medic, and you're the only medic certified person. You're the only person who's technically medic certified. Oh shit! Thinks y'all are gonna die based on that.
That's fucked up.
So, for everybody who's not on the server watching, you know what? Before I start saying this, let's we'll see you after the tryout, Paz.
Oh yeah, duh.
Alright, where was I? So for everybody who does not know what's going on our server we have... Oh, speed just crashed. We have all these battalions that need commanders. Scuff, who is the guy standing here, wants to be the commander of the 501st. So if he wants to be the commander of the 501st, he needs to prove that he can lead a squad.
No.
What?
Back up it, back on.
I can't fucking hear you.
Go
Is there a way to
on.
turn
Back
volume up?
onto the wall.
Okay. I was on the wall.
Actually, you're about 2 feet in front of him.
On my screen I was.
Go push down a little more.
Pass.
Just saying.
With the pretty welcome.
Trying to.
Well, we're gonna see if they die, or we're gonna see if Scuff can manage to keep them a cohesive team.
Don't impersonate Shock Trooper.
Yeah, as much as he's currently wearing medic gear, he is still the Shock Battalion commander. You impersonate Shock, you deal with him. Welcome, Maximos. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Maximo.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Mira, repeat after me. Maximo.
Maximo.
There you go.
Okay. So, we're just about to do a tryout for Scuff to be battalion commander of the 501st. I'm just waiting for Speed to hopefully get back. If Speed doesn't come back, we might have to hold off on doing this. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to see if Speed can come back. If he doesn't come back, we may have to hold off on doing this. Because I can't.
You're not on the GMod right now.
Speed's back in the channel, so
Okay.
should be back in.
Yeah, Quiet and I are in a separate channel so we can communicate while you do your tryout. Speaking of which, I need to no-target myself so that AI doesn't kill me.
Yes.
That would end really badly if the AI started shooting at me, huh? How long are you going to be, Austin?
Ha 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 ha.
Hey, I think I used the wrong droid.
You're alright.
Esse outro mouse aqui não tá funcionando, não. O clique... Ah. Você tá usando o seu? É.
Hey, quiet.
Hmm.
The ones on the upper catwalk,
Hmm.
go ahead and remove those. Because the upper catwalk is a no-go zone for them. They can't get up there. So there's no reason to have anything up there for them to have to fight against.
Okay.
Are we having fun?
No! Of course not!
Alright. Well, while Speed is on his way back, I guess I will get started with the formalities of this. Trooper Scuff, you have requested an assignment to the battalion commander of 501st. You wish to try out at this time.
Yes, sir.
You understand that once this tryout has been initiated, until such time as either your entire team, including yourself, has been killed, or until the assigned mission is completed, you cannot walk away from this tryout. The tryout must either come to a completion or a slaughter. During this tryout, you will be tested on 3 things: your ability to command your squad, your ability to keep your instructions concise and clear to your squad, and your ability to pre-plan your objectives. Your objectives for this situation are very clear. You need to clear out the sim room.
Yes, sir.
I will be activating a timer. Depending on your time, your judgment may change. For example, if it takes you more than 10 minutes to clear out the sim room, you won't win that. During the battle, as I said, you will be judged on your clear and concise orders to your squad members, your actions as a leader, and your actions as a commander.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Does anybody have any problems serving under Scuff?
No, sir.
No!
Nope.
Alright.
Perfect.
We're going to wait for Speed to get back. At this time, Scuff, begin planning your idea of attack. Understand that your plan may not go completely according to how you want it. That will not count against you. It is how you plan and how your plan evolves during combat that you will be judged on.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Begin preparing.
Alright.
Pazzer, when Speed gets in, just bring him to you. Don't make him run the ship.
But
Yes.
Alright. So, the plan is first is
O
going
que
to
foi? Você usa o carregador do meu lá, ao invés de usar esse aqui que tá...
go low on health.
Ok, ok.
Begin to go low on health. Fall back and let the medic heal you. Other than that, try to stay in cover as best as you can. And watch for each other's fire.
Okay, so the one that I showed you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Guys, say with your weapon
You
crew?
should probably holster your weapon.
I give him credit. He called that out pretty
Hey
quick.
Joshua, what happened if I put MSM Prime for the first 30 days of trial and then I say no?
I have no idea.
I don't know. You have MSM. Well, your dad does, but
Speed, you don't have to be nervous. But Speed, make sure you please mute the stream.
Yeah, because I don't
Alright,
feel kind of comfortable getting that for us and your dad seeing it.
I think
on
they will do
Amazon
that.
account. You know?
Você vai dormir?
Fucking weird.
Hã?
Really fucking weird.
Oldie.
Yes.
I have to go FK later. I have to go to the living room.
Are you gonna be AFK long?
Let me check. Hang on.
Alright. So, we'd have them told you what we were planning to do.
No, sir. I
no,
don't
I'm
know
just
what
going to
we're
go to the laptop
gonna
in
do.
the living room and the
So our
charge and
objective
stuff.
is clear out
Okay.
the sim room over.
So yeah, we are
Plan of action, do a breaching formation on the door, ensure that we have covered majority of the time. You're getting low on HP, fall back, but kill you. Basically just try to stay in cover as best you can. Tell you to move up, you follow those orders, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Paz, are you here?
Yeah.
Paz, your main objective is to make sure these troopers and myself are good to move. You'll fight with us, just watch out for these troopers.
Alright.
Good.
Alright, so I am going to be very quiet for this. If you have questions, feel free to ask in chat. But my main goal is to watch how they move, watch how they act.
I found it.
So ma'am,
Let me borrow 13.
how much do you have?
I found it. That is pretty. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It disconnected, didn't I?
So anybody who's watching, please feel free to say hi. Please feel free to chit chat. Infinite, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Good. Alright, let's get into formation. Stay sure to stay clear before we move it. One, two, three, move in.
I like what Maximo says, that he says that I have good pronunciation. Yes, I do. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. I can better be him.
This is the MRG Star Wars Clone Wars
Everyone
server.
get behind cover.
IP, if you type exclamation server, you'll get the IP address, and if you type exclamation collection, you'll get the collection
Take
for the
command
server.
up here.
Alright.
and it was very confusing at times. And that you did good, all of you.
Line up with your squad. Yes, you can unmute the stream. Battalion Commander Pazzer. Come
Yeah.
with we for a moment, please. Alright.
Think they can hear us?
Alright.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna make it so they can't. I want this to be just between you and me.
Oh, that worked with my medic certification as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So, what is your take on it? How do you think he did?
His orders were solid. Honestly, I don't know if it was. I didn't see what happened, but
I saw what happened. So what happened is Scuff began to move up. But he did not announce that he was moving up. And he crossed through the fire zone of Sa.
yeah, Saw said that Scuff just walked in front of him, so
Yeah.
that's kind of.
That's kind of a
I mean-
downside, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I mean, in the situation they were in, I gotta knock him points for not announcing his movement.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back. But I do give him credit. He did a good job. I will agree with you wholeheartedly. He did a fantastic job giving initial commands. his
He
plan.
was very clear on how he wanted everyone. He was able to kind of plop out like the command chain.
Mhm.
So he made the command chain work really well.
Okay. In your opinion, do you think he would be a productive and exemplary commander for the 501st? Note, this is your opinion. This is not the end. This is more like a vote.
He's better than Saw, but he's nowhere near Captain Rex. How about that?
Okay. Let's put this in another way.
Actually, he's probably listening to the stream.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said that.
No, that's fine. That's he needs to understand where his flaws are. Everybody has their strengths and their flaws, and if they don't understand where they are, they can't improve. So, in your opinion, do you think he should be made a commander? Be as harsh as you need to be. If you don't think he should, then say no. He's not going to be. He has no right to be upset about it.
I feel that he should just. Yes, he should be a commander, but he should also know that communication with your squad throughout the. Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. All right. See, Austin's definitely listening.
Fuck you, Austin.
All
Is that how you say your name? Austin?
Pazzer, go ahead and switch back to your battalion commander.
Yeah, maybe I like being commander.
Sergeant Scuff, front and center. Do you understand where your flaws were in that?
Yes, sir.
Were you? Okay, I'm going to ask you this out of character. Were you listening to the stream? You could say yes. I'm not going to be upset if you were listening.
I was not.
Okay. So, I'm going to start off by telling you the pros and cons of your situation. The pros were you did an excellent job giving orders, you did an excellent job laying out a chain of command, and you did an excellent job preparing your team to move in. Your one flaw is once the mission began, communication ceased, which resulted in the end in you taking friendly fire to the back as you crossed the firing line of one of your squad members. I actually watched that as it happened. I was actually within 5 feet of you as it happened. He moved to you both moved to the bottom of the stairs, stopped, crouched, and turned to fire, and you crossed right in front of him. You said nothing. You made no indication that you were moving forward. With that being said, as a leader, you were exemplary. As a commander, you were exemplary. As a fighter, you have some room for improvement.
Well, just give him the job.
With that being said,
Congratulations,
Sergeant Scuff. You are now 501st Battalion Commander Scuff.
Yay! That's my son! Woo! Okay, I celebrate it.
Just give him the job already.
Yeah, apparently I am the mother of like 7 kids in that server. It's weird.
Congratulations, Battalion Commander. Congratulations, Battalion Commander.
Yeah. Because I'm the oldest.
Salute the commander.
He's AFK.
He's AFK.
Fair enough. I almost beat him.
Alright. That being said, next up, Sergeant Speed.
Yes, sir.
You requested a tryout for the 73rd Battalion, correct?
Yes, sir.
round up a squad. When your tryout is ready, I will call for you.
Sir, yes.
All right.
Sure.
Quiet, you're back, correct?
Yes.
Can you meet me in the main hangar?
Yes.
Paz, are you going to assist in that tryout as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you two choices. Option number one is I will allow you to stay in here so you understand what is going on, but you are not allowed to say anything to them. Speed, if you are still watching the stream, please mute. Option number two is I have to move you out of the channel so Quiet and I can prepare.
You know, I probably won't be able to stop myself from saying.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go.
With that admission, I appreciate the honesty. I'll see you on the other side. Alright, Quiet. I want you to, unlike the previous one, this is about reconnaissance and about preparation. We're only going to place a total of 5 droids in the hangar, but I want you to space them out. I want you to make a couple of them kind of obvious. I want you to make a couple of them extremely difficult to see. Okay?
Can I use like the entire hangar, like put them anywhere I want?
Hang on. Alright, ask me that again, Quiet.
So you want more like a scouting tryout?
Yeah, basically. 73rd and 41st are both more reconnaissance and black ops battalions.
So am I allowed to use the entire hangar, like put anything I want anywhere I want?
As long as it does not leave the hangar, yes.
Okay.
They will be entering through one of the mess hall doors. I want you to pick which door you want them to enter through, and I want you to block the other door.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, your voice lagged.
Sorry.
So this, how do I say?
No, because this is going to be in the main hangar. So there's
main hangar.
Yeah, there's 2 doors here at the end of the main hangar that go into the mess hall. I want you to pick one side and block it.
Okay. Let me try to get to work.
Alright, understand that as well as building a few bunkers for this, you are completely welcome to stash droids in corners.
Say again? Say the phrase again.
You are completely capable of hiding snipers in corners and things like that.
I don't think the AI have such a targeting range, but you do it. Fucking mosquito.
Alright. I'm going to put a few droids in.
Really, babe? Really?
Are they going to have grappling hooks?
No. Are they, or are the droids?
The
troopers?
The players. Yes.
I might give them to them.
Alright.
And if you do a few more droids than what I originally thought.
Trying to figure it out.
Why that did that? That was weird.
I guess. Oh, no.
Alright.
Yeah, I just wanna finish the Star and I will make you.
That's fine, because
easier.
I'm going to let him.
Know how to replenish your shield?
Sergeant Speed,
Yes, sir.
your tryout for the 73rd Battalion Commander position is almost prepared. So, because the 73rd is a reconnaissance and Black Ops division, your tryout is not the same. You are to pick 2 members of your team, and they will come with me. Their job is going to be to give you a recon of your location.
Okay.
You need to instruct them as to what they need to do and at what capacity you need information. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Issue orders.
Okay. Who's making that loud sound? What?
It's them putting armor down.
Oh. Oh, that's armor. Thank you for that.
Any more speed?
No, I think I'm good.
Alright. Everyone good?
Okay. So you said pick 2 to
Pick
the
2 members of your
reconnaissance?
team, they are going to be your reconnaissance team.
Okay. Saw and Powser, you be my reconnaissance team.
Saw and Pazzer, come with me.
Yes, sir.
Alright. I am not going to give you orders. I am not going to tell you how to do your job. All I'm going to tell you is you are going to be taken to where you can get reconnaissance information. This will not be complete information. This will only be what you can see from where you are given position to give reconnaissance. Your reconnaissance position will be the main hangar control room. As long as you do not cross the threshold of the doorways of the main hangar control room, you have full access to the main hangar control to look through the main hangar. Do you understand?
Yes,
The
sir.
doors that go all the way to the base? Or just the main
The
hangar
areas
control
where
room?
just the main hangar control room.
God, I hate my fucking
So
phone.
just that one room, not the rooms to the side of it.
The main hangar control room is a much larger room than you realize. Wait here, I will teleport you there. Alright. Do you see the windowed
Yeah,
areas to the left and right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, because those are technically different rooms.
Technically, they're different rooms. I consider them part of the main hangar control room. You have those 3 areas to do reconnaissance.
Okay.
You
So
may
we're
be
gonna
able
have to
clip
tell them
past.
where the droids are and stuff, I assume.
You're going to have to try and find as many droids as you can and get as much information about the room as you can. That's what a reconnaissance team does. Go.
Excuse me.
Oh god, okay. You go that way, I'll go the other way. I want to get a side perspective up.
All set, quiet?
Do you think I should put some droids, or is this alright?
If you want to put a few droids in, feel free.
I put just a few more.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe 10 or something.
Right now, they're doing reconnaissance, so they're trying to see what they can see. I've made it clear that they're not going to get complete information, and if they expect to get complete information, then they're going to be sorely disappointed. A recon team doesn't get all the information. They just try to collect as much information as they
Your
can.
voice is cutting a lot.
Sorry.
Just did, honey.
Alright,
You want me just to bring him?
Hold here. Yeah, go ahead and just go back and bring him. Just don't move, Si. You'll get brought back in a second.
Yes, sir.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah, it seems to be everything ready. Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you guys saying? Because I'll talk to my mother. What was it?
I found that one. And I found...
Sergeant Speed,
Yeah?
you have 5
Yes,
minutes.
sir.
You have 5 minutes to confer with your reconnaissance team and get whatever information they can give you.
this one.
Once you are
Yes,
given that
sir.
information, you are free to move in.
Yes, sir.
So there's like
There's a bunch of pillars with boxes on top. They're most likely snipers' nests. There's about 6 of them throughout the main hangar. And also on the right side, from what I saw at least, there's a bunch of droids in the doorway. And leading down the hangars, there's a bunch of droids there too. So you
I
should probably go
didn't-
down the left way.
I didn't see any droids in the left doorway. I don't know if that was just because of my perspective, but from what I could see, there wasn't anyone in that doorway.
It was only in the right.
Yep.
Watch out on our left.
Okay, thank you for the information, what I could hear, because you two need to freaking push a talk in your discords. I couldn't hear jack shit.
I'll just type it out for you then.
Like, ow.
Also, Speed, make sure that before you actually roll out, you take some time to make a
Best
plan.
way to
Don't
buy
just
it,
roll
right?
in with no plan.
So I'm trying to find...
Oh yeah, I'm no fool. I have some plan. Once I hear the information,
That was a nice answer.
without you having my ears bleed.
Alright, so we should probably come up with a plan for this.
Oh, one more thing. Give some space in between each of you.
Between what?
I'm giving them
Oh, okay.
Hey, guys, put those down. Put those down. Austin, I'm supposed to be coming up with a plan, but I am here for suggestions. I'll be fool not to comply for any suggestions. Any guys have suggestions of the plan?
This opens up a whole new dimension of combat we could do, because now we could have people up in the towers.
Yeah, but that... Austin, put your grapple away before I take it away.
Maybe we just put one person in the towers and then everyone else kind of spaced out on the left side and move down the hangar
Just like
doors.
first grade.
But we don't know what's in the
I give
towers.
Steve credit. He's actually stepping up. I didn't
see one
expect him
problem.
to actually
We don't
say,
know what's
put
in
it
the
away or I'll take
towers.
it away.
They could be going to
There was
ambush
nothing in the
people.
towers.
No, there could be something in there.
From what we saw, there was nothing in the towers. But we should still be careful, yes. But one person should be able to take care of the droids in them.
Always watch our...
Yes, and the boxes, they were
I think,
kind
to
of
be honest, if
hollow.
you're quite interested in
There
doing
was
it.
like nothing in them.
We think
Try
we
out
should
something.
take up your
Like,
idea,
I never
then
did, you know, so...
Palliser will be one in the
Sounds
towers
fun.
since he actually one with a sniper in the most health. In case there was droids in this way.
Definitely
Yeah,
not a sniper.
so we put pads up in the tower, then maybe we move down the left side, because if we go down there, we can use cover and hit the droids on the right side.
Yeah, and whoever he sees up ahead, he could call out. Hopefully. Okay, so you said most of the enemies on the right flank, right?
Yes.
So we should go on the left.
Yes.
Okay. Where exactly is it again? Hey, I'll put down the grapple before I take the grapple.
Speed.
Yes?
That's the left. That's
Oh,
where we need to go, right there.
okay.
Hey, everyone,
Okay.
put those down now, please.
Yeah, please. And don't use that unless necessary.
Yeah.
If you need a medic, yeah, do effort sim medic and yellow medic. Yeah, I know, but Austin on Discord, and he cannot talk. He just have no mic. He is broken. So we can't use Discord that well.
Alright, we should probably communicate with the commander that we're ready to go.
Pay attention to that.
Okay. And
You ready, Quiet?
Hmm?
Are you ready?
Yeah?
Okay. What I want you to do for right now is sit towards the back of the hangar, stay cloaked, and just watch, because there are droids back there that they aren't aware are there yet. I intentionally set that up so that
So that?
they will have to go with only partial information. Recon teams are not going to get all the information.
Oh, okay. So you want me to stay here and just watch? Correct?
Wait, tell me when all the droids in that end of the hangar are down, okay?
Okay, tell you when all the droids are gone. Okay.
Correct.
Hello.
Hey, Axe.
Am I allowed to be here?
Yes, you're not participating, so you're perfectly okay to be here. Just don't get involved. My suggestion would be once you're in, cloak and just no clip, and we're doing it out of the main hangar for this one.
Hi, Ajax. Hi, Ajax. I'm tired. I'm going back to play League.
I'm gonna keep ramping. Okay, I need this bitch to pick out who the hell she's picking. Hi, baby.
Hello to everybody watching.
It was okay. They surrendered.
Sorry for that cough, by the way.
You're alright, man.
Yeah, that was quite long.
Oh, by the way,
Go in there.
Becca, this is John. John, this is my girlfriend, Becca. Like, my actual girlfriend. Yes, I am bisexual, and I'm proud of it. Woo! Party! Okay, I'm done. Oh, trust me, people.
Do I need no target to go in the main hangar, by
Yes.
Yeah.
the way? Glad I asked.
Yeah, because it would end very badly if you didn't. There aren't like dozens upon dozens of droids, but there are some droids in the hangar, and part of this op for them is search and destroy.
Not knowing.
Yeah, well,
Oh my god,
he was given a 2-man team to do reconnaissance, and they were to gather as much information as they could.
Okay.
But they weren't going to get all the
tell
information,
you.
and I specifically set it up that way.
Okay, that medic, 501st medic, model is dope as fuck.
You missed
Hangar looks clear.
You missed it earlier.
Become powder when you get to
Has
the
was
tower.
in the shock medic.
So, what
Hey, do you mind if I mute my...
What the fuck? I didn't tell you guys to stop firing.
okay, so I'm waiting for his text message.
Oddy,
What?
do you
The tower
mind
has
if
opened.
I mute the Discord so I can...
Behind him, behind him.
Go ahead.
Concern you? Yeah. I love you, John. I love you. And I swear I'm not. Oh yeah, you missed that one, baby. I got drunk last night.
I like how Has just killed a droid, and it just fell out of the tower.
Yeah.
Have we got any new players, or has it just been these guys?
We have some interested, but we haven't really had any new people join.
Yeah, no, I've been watching the stream.
Yeah.
That's good. My support sucks, but it's okay. We got this.
Okay, Scuff, watch out. Be careful, man.
Careful, we should probably move down the hangar tunnel.
I was gonna say fence fire line, but you
And I
too
missed
fast.
my ass because of 20 fucking CSs. I
Well,
was
George.
so effing pissed.
Crosshair.
Guards down. I'm gonna move behind the ARC-170.
I'm gonna give.
What?
What the hell just killed him?
He walked to
There's a-
the...
If you walk in,
I guess he was compressed against the wall and tired.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't see any more droids. Giving a quick check if I see any.
Paul?
Sorry.
Nice, babe.
We should probably, Alright. Who's in charge now that Speed's gone? Scuff? You're in charge, I guess.
What?
I will talk to him.
Alright, I'll go with Austin.
What happened?
Well, I was about to get the orders, and Saw decided to speak my orders for me without my permission. And I know I gave him permission at the very beginning to get to anyone to give me ideas for a certain mission, but I think he thinks that applied. And but he said the exact same words I was gonna say, but.
Okay, so basically he preempted your orders with the same orders.
Pretty much, and
without being in command of the mission.
Yeah, no, I know I shouldn't give out that get to me, but.
So you. Alright, go ahead and return to the mess hall.
Wow, she healed. He healed. Haha, he healed like a pussy.
Return to where you lined up. Return to where you were lined up. Quiet, do you want to come to me?
Oh.
I'm right.
I like how you teleported when he was right here.
Yeah, but it didn't show me he was right here.
I uncloaked. I don't know why it wouldn't have. Quiet, can you uncloak as well, please?
I'm not very smart, okay? Be quiet.
Alright.
The ox is still in error. What the fuck?
Alright, Pazzer.
Big shit.
As a member of the team, opinion.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. What'd you say?
As a member of the team, I want your opinion.
He had a good plan starting out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very short-term plan, but I mean, it was a breach, and then it was gonna be me, him, and Scuff on one side, and like Saw and the other guy on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as we got in the hangar, Scuff started fucking about, or not Scuff, but Saw, both their S's. Saw started fucking about, and then that whole whatever gun that is, the grappling hook gun, kind of made Saw and Arshin be Minji, but it was a good plan. We went through everything successfully. He was just kind of determined on sticking to a single plan. He didn't really
He didn't
form to he didn't form to the situation. He didn't form to his troopers. It was just kind of like, fuck it, my troopers aren't doing what I want them to do. Oh well, kind of thing.
Okay.
But
Right.
I mean, we completed the mission,
Yeah.
so he just kind of.
So the suicide at the end from him, the reason he did that is he was trying to gather you all up to give final orders, and before he could give final orders, Sa tried to issue final orders. This was not Sa's tryout. He was not a commander. That's the whole reason he killed himself at the end.
Well, we were all around him when he killed himself. That's the thing that kind of was like,
But at
well,
the time,
reason he did that is because Saul was basically trying to take control,
Sa
like what I just
taking
did
command.
to
Sa
Adi.
was taking command, even though he was not.
Just like what I did to Adi.
He wasn't necessarily taking command as much as just following his own.
Exactly, which kind of frustrated him.
Also, who is Red Gaming and why is no one at the train?
Well, with that being said, Battalion Commander, Shock Battalion Commander. Well, hey. So,
From what I saw, which wasn't very. I saw everything besides the very first. Oh, it was Scuffed made a commander. Okay, I thought it was just made a medic.
No.
Oh.
Well, he was made a commander.
Okay.
His trial.
Let me take that off the. Let me take that off the website then.
Yep.
But from what I saw, it just seemed like he, as much as he had a good plan, he didn't have a very good idea of what it is to actually take lead. From what I saw.
And I agree with that.
Again, I didn't see everything.
He kind of let other people lead while he was commanding, which is not what I want to see from a commander. That's all I saw. That's not to say that in the future
I don't know.
Can improve, but that's
right.
Quiet. Do you have anything you want to add?
I mean, planes everyone has, but I don't think he has attitude to like man up and pick up to the troops and say like, hey, shut up, and you know. And he's trying out for the Shadow Corps, right?
Correct.
That's why you had them do the reconnaissance, right? Sorry to cut you off, Quiet.
Yeah, that's why Pazzer and Saw were selected as reconnaissance troopers.
Okay, makes sense.
So the Shadow Corps are more like elite scouts. I don't think he's capable of being a elite scout. Like he could have been way more effective on his plans and more flexible. So maybe more like a basic scout or something.
Well, from what I heard, his first plan was pretty strong. He just didn't adapt.
He didn't adapt to troopers not listening to him.
The other thing is, and I don't know if you heard this, Paz. Part of the intent was that you were not going to get all of the information. I specifically picked a spot where you could see a huge chunk of the hangar bay, but not all of it, so that you would have to go with incomplete information in order to force him to have to adapt, to force him to have to change the situation.
Right.
I entirely agree. He did not adapt. He did not shift. He kind of stayed rigid in his planning, which would not have been a problem, but he had 2 combat ineffective troopers, and he had minimal information. So, Aox. Aox?
He's
yes.
gone. Oh.
I don't mind that he's gone. I just want his attention. We're gonna put this as a vote. Yes or no, Commander?
I'd personally say no.
Okay, Pazzer.
I'm gonna stay out of this because you know, if there's 4 people, there might be a tie, and
This is simply stating a voted opinion. Yes or no?
Also, I'm really loud on your stream compared to you. I. Hold on.
You want me to take a pass for right now and move on to quiet for the time being?
Anonymous.
Quiet.
No.
Shit.
Paz pleads the 5th. Paz pleads the 5th.
even if Paz said yes right now, it would be a 3-to-1 vote.
What do you mean, Borin? I did say yes. What the fuck?
All right. I am decloaked right now, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
No, we've just been staring at a
Let's
ghost
go
person
break
all
the
day.
news.
Oh no, I don't want to be there. I can't be there.
Come here, baby. Put in my hands.
Can you be my
Sergeant
sex
Speed.
slave again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
As a trooper, you are extremely effective. As a leader, you show promise. However, you need to work on your ability to adapt to the situation in front of you.
Yes, sir.
As a commander, you need to remember that you are the one leading the charge. You lead the charge into battle. You move before any other trooper.
Seu já o que
No,
é
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
You show promise, and in the future you will be given another chance. But at this time, we cannot select you as the battalion commander of 73rd.
I fully understand, sir.
Also, I just want to make it known that we need to warn Austrian about the usage of the grappling gun. I feel like it should only be used if you're actually
it will be
trying to
discussed. It will be discussed.
We didn't really put down any ground rules when we were given it, so we can't really
Dismissed.
warn him.
Well, I
but-
mean, he was just using it,
Yeah.
and using it, and using
He
it, and
should-
using it.
Austrian and Sa. Front and center.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. Part of the reason he failed that is because he had combat ineffective troopers who are more focused on playing with their equipment than the operation in front of them. Remember this. Don't lose your focus because of the equipment you are given. Don't lose your focus because you want to play with a toy. You will be given time to play around and have fun. But above all, remember the mission. Understood?
Yes, but if I may, I wasn't really using the grappling gun until the very end.
Yes,
I was
but
only to get up on the tower.
But you were trying to take command of the mission, regardless of whether you feel that you were speaking over him and issuing orders. Regardless of whether he selected you as his second in command, he's the primary. Before anybody else issues orders, he issues orders. If you're in the midst of a mission and he calls for a regroup, you look at him and you say, "Orders, sir," not issuing orders. Got it?
Anybody
Yeah.
kicking asses?
Yeah.
Dismissed.
No, the other babe is kicking asses. Yeah, he is 8-3. Jordan.
It sucks when shit goes down like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Honestly,
you feel bad not because you want, you don't want them to succeed, or you do want them to succeed, but because you know that some of what caused them to fail was out of their hands.
Look what I found. It was like laying down there.
Yeah, so they just did slash drop with it.
By the way, Florian, I'm really loud compared to you in your stream.
Yeah, I noticed.
Like, I'm
You're really
extremely
loud
loud.
compared to
really,
everybody
really
else in
salty.
Discord. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take your
Like,
volume down in
he's like,
Discord some.
well, at least you get laid. I'm like, yeah, I get laid every day.
So
He's like,
this
whatever.
isn't
What
the
hell
thing
that
that's
has to do
permanent.
with
They'll be given a
anything?
chance to try out for other battalions in the future.
or maybe look at other battalions because I feel that 71st already has a high standard.
Yeah, 73rd has an extremely high standard. Honestly, I could see him being the 212 commander.
Yeah.
He has the mindset of, okay, this needs to be fixed. Okay, this needs to be dealt with. Okay, this. He has the mindset. I could honestly see him running the 212. But a reconnaissance and black ops battalion, I don't think he has the mindset or the structure to do.
I would like to join the, how do I say, Black Ops.
Black Ops is interesting.
Black Ops?
Yeah, I never did a scouting before. I wanna try a new thing.
I like Black Ops.
Alright, that guy, by the way, just left because he's downloading the concept pack.
Sweet.
Okay.
Can I try out to be commander of the 221st?
Papa, can I be the commander of the Black Ops, please? Can I try?
I mean, to be fair, Quiet was the sharpshooter commander.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Hey,
Bitch.
I was on your side, bitch.
Oh no, come here. Thank you.
Oh god.
I mean, I really wanna try
Quit
now.
shooting. Are you gonna be here and play?
Where is he?
I think AX teleported him back to the.
I would love to try the Black
Hold on.
Ops,
Let me take care of it.
but I have horrible FPS and a horrible
Where is
mouse,
he?
so I don't know if I.
Alright,
I
let
would
go.
say wait until, because honestly, technically speaking, you need to be trained first. Actually, I think I could let you slide with being trained, but
I
What's
need
your
to be
language
trained.
when consulting a CO?
Can you say again, Wolverine?
Are you gonna play, or are you just gonna be a minge?
Oh, if I'm gonna play?
No, he's talking to the new guy who's apparently being a minge. Paz, go ahead and warn him.
I'm just
for
gonna
minge.
making fun
keep
of
him
the show guy.
tased.
Even though me and John haven't done anything, but it's kind of fun to kill people.
I feel like this right here is a fucking like a cult.
You're gonna be good?
Alright, I'm gonna go down there.
Alright, buddy. Let's go get you trained.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
So here are your faces. We're gonna try some faces for you, okay? So I want you to face me. A little special, come on. I mean, you're trying, and that's really all that matters here. So right face. Oh yeah, name. Sorry, buddy. You need to say your name.
He's salty, baby. He's salty.
There we go. Come on.
So yeah, Odie.
Yes.
Do you think it's like acceptable and possible? Like.
All right. I mean, you're really trying. I'm giving you that.
Think.
Give me a minute, because right now I'm trying to pay attention to this guy and.
I'm just gonna throw him in the break.
This guy's really not gonna get anywhere. Aren't these ones like impossible to break out of almost?
Pretty much. Audie can do it somehow. I have no idea, but yeah, these are really.
I know you can spam your left click and your enter at the same time, and it goes super fast.
Well, to add to that, I have a Razer Ouroboros mouse, so my mouse response is significantly higher than. So you said you're legitimately taking him to the brig?
I'm walking him to the brig, yeah.
Hey, Ox.
What's up?
Don't beat him.
If I swear, you will see I didn't get shit.
What cell do you want open?
hates me.
Actually, I'm just gonna open all the cells and you can shut him in whichever one you
See,
want.
I gotta be my.
Open. Yeah.
He fucking hates me.
Well, do you think he deserves a luxury cell like cell 1,
Fuck
or should
no.
we put him in a small
Fuck
one?
no.
No,
No. He gets
Telling you,
gets
Zeke fucking hates
scum
me.
treatment.
All right, buddy. You can come back if you want to play. Unless
You don't
can't
get
kill
any
yours-
food in there, by the way.
You can't kill yourself in console with this, by the way. Like you, there's a lot of things you just can't do in the game. That
Put me in tactical restraints?
no, they're
Warren
not
is
tactical. They're
from
they're last
the-
week.
Whatever, same shit.
But yeah, you can't change your name in the game. You
Oh wow,
can't-
you actually can't. Nice.
I think that she was the last one.
And then also I can do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I can give you to other
I
people.
can go no clip. Whoa.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Please let me release you. That's broken.
You or me?
But hey, if you want to be trained, go ahead and just do slash name RCT and then point numbers whenever name you want to be, and I will gladly come up here, let you out, and train you.
Probably gonna change his name to faggot or something.
That's fine.
He will.
I can get so many prisoners.
By Mindy.
And oh yeah?
Who? Her? No, she's an ADC. She's the reason why I play ADC.
Do you wanna touch the pee pee?
You want to keep me in mid?
Puppy!
Puppy!
You want to keep fucking
trying to
around
struggle?
and acting like an idiot?
Hey!
Or do you actually want to play? Do you actually want to be a decent human being and play and have some fun?
Roasted.
Should
It's your
sergeants
choice.
be on here? In here?
He gone.
Bye, bitch.
If he returns,
Mine.
immediately teleport him in there.
You gay.
And that is how you handle a minge via RP scenario.
Can I lock myself in the cell because why not?
Sure, let's go, speed.
Why are you so willing to lock speed up?
Because
Go
Speed's
inside.
willing to be locked up.
You want to be in a small cell?
By the way, Becca,
He's into
I
this
discovered
kind of
this
stuff.
amazing
That's right, I
thing
could come
called
up here now.
bananas and pretzels.
He's actually.
Oh my lord.
I'm gonna
Shit
leave,
is
so
addictive.
like. It'll probably take me a minute to get back up here when I leave, so just. The speed is just totally willing to be locked up.
Hey,
Okay, you said
I think he's still
that you
upset
were
about what happened.
allergic to nuts,
hey,
and what was
it's
my
Basil.
response?
If you wanna lock someone up, I have
You were
someone for you.
allergic to me because I'm a little
Honestly, there's like
Yeah,
14
behind
different
you.
places, including
That's
my own. Yeah, you're cloaked, buddy.
How about we
Oh,
go back to
Hey, Oddie, did
What?
we ever get that one add-on that allows you to change body groups or whatever?
Not yet.
if you,
Well, and the one we found, it's just an easy setting to a Lua group. It doesn't actually live change it.
Sorry, Becca.
Okay.
It just slipped out. You know I hate your roommate. If you behave. Whoa, what are you doing now?
oh shit. I see. Make it.
Done.
You know, I like this whole role-playing admin, like, inter.
Hey, Speed.
Yeah,
You alright?
yeah, I just felt being locked up.
Are you being mean to my son?
No, I'm actually just chit-chatting.
Okay. Tell my son I love him.
So, can I tell you something, Speed?
Sure.
Telling you that you failed that tryout is one of the hardest things I have ever done.
So Speed was
Because I was
fluent, so-
genuinely rooting for you.
I was too.
I don't
Mom
know
was
if you
too.
were. I don't know if you were watching the stream when we were discussing it. The two biggest flaws in your tryout was your inability to adapt around the situation. So you had 2 combat ineffective troopers, and rather than adapt to not having the 2 combat effective troopers, you simply tried to continue with the plan as normal, which wasn't going to work.
3 patches ago.
And while I understand why you continued with the plan, part of being a commander and part of being a leader is understanding when to look at the plan and say, this plan is not going to work because of this. And on the fly say, okay, this is changing to this. This is changing to this.
Really?
Go. It's not
You
an
think it's
easy thing
funny?
to do, and it takes a lot of time
You think it's
to
funny?
understand how to make that work. And that's why I said you show a lot of promise. I'm gonna tell you. Did you watch the stream when we were talking about it, or were you still was
No.
it still muted? Okay.
No, I did not really watch the stream at all.
So here's what was said. When you came up with your planning, you did an impeccable job. You covered your bases, you planned well. However, when the plan started going to shit because you had ineffective troopers, you had trouble adapting to the situation and evolving your plan to it.
I'm seriously looking forward for this.
The other flaw we found was that you were more willing to let your troopers take the lead around corners and into situations that you should be taking the lead into.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. In fact, most of them got into there when I wasn't even looking at them.
Okay,
Because I-
so you tell them to hold position and you instruct them, hey, let me take the lead.
That's not normally what you do in a combat zone, and the past shadow company I was in did not do that whatsoever. At least not the holding position, unless it was safe. You know you were safe. Which in that situation, I did not know my people were safe.
That's
So we kept on
understandable.
moving.
So here's
so-
some things I'm going to suggest to you, and I'm not saying that you are wrong. These are simply things that I have learned in my experiences. Okay. 1, if you are in a situation where you cannot confirm you are safe, do not be afraid to call for a pull back to a location where you are sure you are safe. If you had called for them to pull back to, say, the first row of lats, where you already knew the combat was completed, there was nothing else there, you knew that area was safe, and called them back to you there, and you reissued orders and said, listen, this is the situation. Either you two need to be effective, you two need to focus on the mission, or you two need to get the fuck out of the way and let us do our job. And change the mission based on that. The other thing is, you need to understand that the way the system works, if you're the commanding officer, you need to not be afraid to say, hey, shut the fuck up and listen. Nobody's gonna discredit you for that. You're the CO. That's your job. It's not an easy thing to do because you don't want to piss people off. But at the same time, sometimes you got to make the decision and say, hey, you know what? I would rather piss him off and have him walk away and continue the mission without him because he was ineffective or he wasn't following orders than to have him continue to just do his own bullshit, not follow orders, and screw me up. It was already discussed with Sa and with Austin that playing around with issued equipment for a mission and taking command when you were not the commander of the mission are part of what cost you that mission.
If I may be 100% honest, I actually thought there might even be drop pods landing in there too. So, like, I didn't know if any reinforcements were coming or anything like that. So I didn't know anywhere was safe, and I was actually playing with the idea of taking their equipment except for their blasters. But they always went ahead, and I didn't want to return because every time they went on, they were in the middle of the fight. And I didn't want them getting killed because that would mean less troopers for the mission. And
Oh, but if
no
your
matter
troopers are
what,
combat ineffective, then what were use for them?
I'd say Cage, not Kage. You know how to read.
See what I'm saying?
yeah, I see what
If
you're saying.
they weren't listening
You know
and
what?
they weren't
Bite
being
me.
beneficial to the mission, then that's just as much as that just as much drags you
How old
down
are
as
you?
it does, keeps the body in the fight.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, and
I will go to jail.
in my mind, I didn't think I could
go to
take
jail.
time to type out to say, get your asses over here, because we did experience that there were doors in the corners and all that, and I didn't want my medic, which was by me most of the time, to die, because if the medic goes down, we are all fucked.
That's understandable.
Even with inexperienced troopers, if I have medic, anything is possible, even with inexperienced troopers. At least in my mind.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you in the slightest.
But it would help if I would have manned up and told them to what the fuck, and you're right, I should have adjusted to the plan, but I was not. In my mind, I thought everything was an enemy. So in my mind, I couldn't let up and all that. If I let up for a second, one of my troopers could be dead, or me, or I could have died. In my mind, so.
And I can understand that mindset. The problem with that mindset is that's assuming too much information. Trying to assume the information without having it is like trying to make a meal for somebody you don't know is going to be there. Leaves you in a really stuck position, because if they show up, great, you're prepared for it. But if they don't show up, you're over-prepared and under-appreciated.
True. I guess my experience with other servers kind of ruined my mindset with all the surprise enemies and all that.
That's understandable, and understand that I'm not saying that you should not prepare for surprise enemies and things like that. What I'm saying is, instead of being prepared by not pulling back, not issuing orders, not saying, hey, stop, this needs to change, what you need to do is pull them back. You need to say, like you said, you had Scuff right next to you for pretty much that whole mission. So what you do is you look at Scuff and you say, hold this position. We are staying here for a moment. Hold this position. And then you issue the commands. That way you're covered. He's covered because he's keeping his head on a swivel.
I fully understand what you're saying, but I just couldn't get the feeling that there's could be an enemy behind me any second. But yes, I do understand where you're coming from.
That's not an unfair feeling to have.
Lies.
I am just as willing to pop an enemy on you somewhere randomly as I am to leave it.
Ah, shit,
Paranoia is not a bad thing. But the bad thing is letting that paranoia overwhelm you so much that you become an ineffective leader.
Well, that is kind of the mentality of a battalion.
Not entirely. Yes, are they paranoid? Yes, but are they so paranoid that they...
They're not as paranoid as to fuck up as I did.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now.
So apparently, Ronnie is taking now the thing of not wearing underwear.
There's a
and going to school.
There's an old saying.
Everywhere without underwear.
The only way
my
you can
son
learn
is
to succeed
abnormal, and then
is to learn to fail.
he tells us that Kelly sends him without underwear.
You cannot succeed if you don't understand how to fail.
I'm like, are you fucking...
And you cannot grow if you do not have the experience of failing. Okay?
Oh, by the way, you know the
Failing is not bad.
I haven't.
Did you know in failure there is success?
I know. John bought it for me as a Valentine's Day gift.
Doesn't seem to make sense, does it?
He's adorable. Right, baby?
Speed?
No, it does not make sense.
So,
But then again, it does at the same time.
So here's the thing. By failing the mission, and then you and I having this conversation, you're learning where you failed, right?
Yes.
And by learning where you fail, you learn what you can do to improve. And thus you succeed in growing. And you succeed in becoming a better trooper, and becoming a better leader, and becoming a better commander.
Okay, good.
Now, there's another thing I'm going to suggest to you. And this is nothing against you. But
I am so sorry.
all of us believe that while you can be an effective leader, we don't necessarily think the 73rd is the right place for you to lead.
I can only eat Nutella. I didn't like the taste of it.
When you decide you want to try out for Commander again, which you have to give it at least a week, okay? We have to give a 7-day cooldown period before you can try out again.
It's chocolate.
But when you go for your next tryout,
Yeah, I know.
instead of trying out for the 73rd or the 41st,
Hey,
anything like
can I
that,
cover it in chocolate?
try out for the 212.
Both of you. I don't care. I'll share.
You have the mindset of an engineer. You plan for all sorts of
Okay,
scenarios
so
that you might not even encounter.
Trinchin, whatever you pronounce it,
And it's
is my boyfriend.
entirely
And
useful to an
diabetic
engineer
is
to
my
plan for every scenario.
Okay, good.
I'm not telling you you have to.
Bisexual.
It's just a suggestion for you, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Now here's what I want you to do. And this is going to be my dad voice coming out. So you fucked up, so you failed. Tough. Pick up your bootstraps.
I just need one
And keep
fucking
walking.
token. Go to this bitch.
Because the moment you let a failure
Hi,
drag
honey.
you to the ground and stop you
Love you.
from continuing on, you're going to be stuck right where you are. So, I'm going to open the cell door.
I am vibrating. Feels good.
You might not have succeeded in becoming a battalion commander today. But
I
you
had my
succeeded
phone
in
on my
becoming a
butt,
more effective
so-
leader, a more effective trainer, a more effective trooper,
By the way,
and a
I
more
am lagging.
effective
Just
brother.
letting you know, so if I stop middle game, that's probably why.
Get out there. Never know when you might be needed to kick some ass.
My graphics card is dying, so my FPS drops out of nowhere. How the fuck I know? I don't know what I have on my computer. The fuck I know? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Alright. Everybody who's still watching, thank you for coming to the stream. I've been streaming for about 3 hours and
Gotcha.
almost
Thank
16
you.
minutes now.
Thank you for being nerd.
I think this is a good taste of the server, a good taste of some of the idea of what the server's going to be. Mandalorian Republic Gaming. I am Oddytwin, the owner, and on this in roleplay I am both Marshal Commander Vorin and Jedi Grandmaster
Oh
Valen.
shit, that was a bad thing.
I didn't pull out Valen tonight because I don't necessarily always pull out my Jedi. If you want to join, feel free to look for our Discord group. Our website is mrgrp.engine.com. You can find all the information to join the server, join the Discord, get the collection there, as well as find our donation store.
Babe, you're quiet. Talk to me.
Other than that, have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you next time.
Baby.